So the examiner just asked you to, if you had any questions about your in-cab inspection with engine start, yes or no, you can ask them anything at that time. So I'm gonna go ahead, and the way I teach it is I do a tornado, I start the vehicle, I do another tornado, and then we go into our brake tests. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put on my seatbelt. My mirrors are securely mounted. They're not cracked, broken, or damaged. They're clean and clear, and they're adjusted to me. My windshield, securely mounted. It's not cracked, broken, or damaged. There's no illegal stickers. It's clean and clear. My windshield wiper arms and blades are securely mounted. They're not cracked, broken, or damaged. All the hardware is present. The blades are not cut, torn, or frayed. They're against the glass. I have spare fuses for my vehicle under this panel. I have 3 reflective triangles in this case right here. They're secure in their case. There is 3. They're not cracked, broken, or damaged. If I didn't have those, depending on my load, I would have flares. My fire extinguisher is securely mounted. It's not cracked, broken, or damaged. It's in the green, so it's fully charged. The safety clip is on it, and it is the proper type for my vehicle. My seatbelt is securely mounted up here. All the hardware is present. It's not cut, torn, or frayed. Obviously, we see that it locks and unlocks, and it's secured to the floor. I'm now going to perform a safe start, engine start. Both of my brake valves are out. My truck is in neutral. I'm going to turn the key, and my ABS lights for my truck and my trailer are going to come on and go off, letting me know that they're working. If one of them stays on, they're not working. They both came on and went off. So I'm going to go ahead and start the vehicle now. Okay, so my second tornado is power. So the first one I'm going to do is my wiper washers. The washer fluid works, the wipers are working and cleaning my windshield properly. My heater defroster, I'm going to go ahead and put it on heat, on high, and put it on the defroster. The defroster is working, and my heater, I can put that down to the feet, is working. So I'm going to turn that off because it's hot in here. I'm going to keep coming around. Next thing I'm going to do is my horns, my city horn, electrical horn, and my highway horn is my air horn. Keep going over my left indicator, my right indicator, my blue high beam light, and my 4-way flashers. While we're in there, we're going to go ahead and check my DEF tank. It is full. I'm going to check my fuel. My fuel is full. And I'm going to go ahead and look at my air gauges. So right now I'm sitting at 120 PSI on both of them. My air brake tests I all do on my primary gauge. First thing I'm going to do is show you that the truck is at governor cutout. It's already there now, so I need to release some air to get it back to governor cutout, which is between 120 and 140 PSI. Let some air out. I'm gonna rev it back up. You wanna make sure that this needle keeps moving. Sometimes it'll stop around 100. You just need to let a little more air out and then build it back up. So it's clearly moving now, and I'm just gonna wait for the governor cutout, which is like a sneeze sound. And there it is. And we're at about 125 PSI. So that is proper for that brake test. My next brake test is going to be my air leakage rate test. I'm going to make sure that in 1 minute I don't lose more than 4 pounds of pressure as I put my foot on the service pedal from the truck. To do that, I'm going to need to set up my vehicle for that, which is I'm turning the truck off so I'm not continuing to build air. I'm turning the key back on so I can see all of my gauges, and I'm going to release both of my brake valves, so I'm sending air to all of my brakes. So every time I hit the pedal, I'm losing 3 pounds for the truck, 1 pound for the trailer. So 4 pounds of pressure. I'm waiting for that to settle. It has settled. I don't hear any more air. I'm now going to apply my foot to the pedal, like I said, lose my 4 pounds of pressure, which I did. I'm not going to lose any more of that in 1 minute. And I'm going to go ahead and start that on my phone stopwatch. Now all I'm doing during this minute is keeping this held and making sure that that needle does not move anywhere. I did not lose more than 4 pounds of pressure in that minute. So that test is successful. My next test is going to be my low air warning devices, which are red lights and stop lights on my dash, as far as also in the screen it tells me low air warning. There is also a buzzer that comes on. With this vehicle, the buzzer does not come on until the truck is on, so we'll check that at that point. So right now I'm going to start fanning off air to release air, and sometime before 55 psi, all of my low air warnings are going to come on. And there they are. So I have a stop red light, I have brake air pressure is low, I have brake air, and both of my air gauges are indicating red lights, which is I have an air leak somewhere. That test is successful. So my last one is my emergency brakes. So what that is now I'm going to continue fanning off air to get down between 45 and 20 psi, somewhere in there. Both of these brake valves are going to pop out, setting my emergency spring brakes on the vehicle, so it's going to stop me. They both just popped out, and I'm at about 30 psi. So that test was successful as well. I'm now going to go get out and get my chalk. My brakes are on, my truck is off, so everything is safe. 3 points of contact getting out. Three points of contact getting in. Put my seatbelt back on. And now I'm going to go ahead and start the vehicle again and get it back up to governor cutout. And there's my buzzer. So I know now that if I'm driving down the highway and I have an air leak that comes on, I'm going to get all the lights and the buzzer. Just above 60 psi, the low air warnings, everything went off. revving the vehicle. It's at 1,000 RPMs. Just waiting for the truck to get to governor cutout again. And there it was. So now I'm gonna do my last 3 brake tests. My parking brake for my truck, my parking brake for my trailer, and then I'm gonna do my service pedal. So I'm gonna go ahead and check my parking brake for my truck, and I'm going to put it in drive, release the trailer so that I can tug against the parking brake of my truck. Tug. Now I'm gonna switch those. So my truck is in, my trailer's out. I'm gonna check my trailer brakes. Make sure I don't go anywhere. There. And then I'm gonna push them both in. And now I'm gonna go 5 miles per hour forward and make sure that when I do that and slam on my brakes, that the wheel doesn't turn to one side or the other, which would indicate something wrong with my front suspension, brakes, or tires. So please hold on. We went to 5 miles per hour. The truck did not move to one side or the other. They're gonna go ahead normally, ask you to get back to where you were at. Now also, if there is a truck in front of you at your testing site, they'll just have you walk through those last 2 brake checks, or last 3 brake checks, excuse me. So for me, that is my in-cab inspection.